go, folks. One of the most anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Happy Valley, Pennsylvania, and home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. West Shore home field at Beaver Stadium. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team, Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to start us off. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the first swing today. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Caught by the receiver. And the gain just good enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running back has it on a screen now. The defense all over him. They stop right at the line.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Swarmed by the pass rush. He's sacked.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. The Nittany Lions offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in the showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I don't know the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down after that short completion. He'll hand it off. Physical run earns the first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Takes the handoff again. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
He's running out of time here. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
Scanning the field, it's Aller. Oh, he makes the catch! To be brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough for a first down here. Looking for some space. It's Singleton.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back's got it again. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. Offside.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And the Nittany Lions will have to kick it away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. Met will bounce and go out of bounds inside the 10. Great punt to pin the offense back. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. QB decides to keep it here. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So to avoid another punt here in the second drive, they got to convert here on third down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
He'll field it close to the 50. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the State offense comes back on the field. The last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Motion now from the tight end. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it with room to run. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
A new set of downs after that completion. On the ground, it's Singleton. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down play coming up. The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Hey, the quarterback makes the right decision here on the RPO to get out of the run game, get the ball out to that right flat, but he's not able to execute with the throw.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. To the air. It's Aller. Quick throw to the left side. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They were not going to catch him that time. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up at the 17-yard line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Completion makes it 2nd down. Play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to heave it deep, right down the middle. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the defense wraps him up quickly. He got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew the sticks were, and they were able to make the tackle short of the line.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Fair catch made at the 35. And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Aller. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
The Nittany Lions will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And that sets up a return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Time for one more play here in the quarter. On first down, it's play action. Defense is coming after him. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. It's a shotgun run call. They'll tackle him at the 27. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Catch made on the left side. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. The pass rush gets home.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. On third down, he drops to throw. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
That's the third sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. Looking to throw. It's Aller. Running out of time to the pocket. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
With the sack on first down, it's second down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. He'll field the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Smith.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Carter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to throw. It's Aller. It's complete. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They move the ball to the 41.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Trying to find some room. It's Singleton.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
And the Nittany Lions churn out another first down. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Looking downfield, it's Allen. That's caught. It's Singleton. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Here we go, third and short on the 7th play of this drive. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
The Nittany Lions will line up to kick it away. And they'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll throw it now. Catch made by the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
On 2nd and inches, will they be aggressive here? 3 receivers bunched to the right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble now.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Sayan. Quick throw to his receiver. What a catch! They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receivers. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he released it. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
They'll kick it away here. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Dropping back, it's Aller. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Important second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Tight end goes in motion. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Running through the tackle. Past the 45. Here he goes. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking for a man. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Runs through the defender. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Allen. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. It's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. It's a quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Buckeyes and Nittany Lions tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Still 2 quarters to go in this incredible regional showdown between two of the winningest programs in football.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. We get the second half started with the running play. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Strong defense there. They stuff the run and makes it 2nd and 10 from their own 20. And now the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So 2 runs produce nothing, and now it's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Aller. Quick throw to the left side. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are walking with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And they'll give it to the back. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Reynolds. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Defense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back. It's Sayan. The pocket breaking down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Receiver makes the grab. The reception gets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this 4th down. Great job here by the D.
The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And this one will be fair caught. And to begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Nice grab. It's Ross. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
crucial third down play right here. To the air, it's Allen. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Play action here on first down. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
And the Nittany Lions pick up enough for a first down. Gonna run it. It's Singleton. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Here comes the bunch formation. They look to throw it here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Can he make it to the marker? He gets loose. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. That completion makes it second and medium. Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter, where the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Third down. This offense can really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his back. Caught near the sticks. It's Peoples. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
On the ground, it's Peoples. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He makes the grab. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He knocks it through with confidence.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return begins inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Toss play. Back heads to his right. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
It's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The shotgun handoff here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of it and makes a heck of a play.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. They're going to run it here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Ross. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Now it's 2nd down here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. You bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They'll give it to the back. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
This drive has already taken more than 3 minutes off the clock as you come up on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Allen. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The Nittany Lions are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking for a gap. It's Allen. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense swarming him that time.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Ball is loose. Who can recover? The defense has got it.
That is the last thing this offense wanted to see. They're holding on to a slim lead, and they fumble it away with plenty of time for a game-winning drive going the other way.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On first down, it's play action. Looks to the left, pass caught. He shreds the tackle. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if a quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. To throw, it's Sayin. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, first and 10. Running back with the football. And that run produces a decent gain.
Another positive run on first and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And it falls incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So the offense faces third and short from the plus 26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete again. Fourth down coming up.
How about the call here? They call it the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Looking for a receiver. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone now. Grab behind the line. It's Tate. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback still with the football. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback when he keeps the ball. A lot of times it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. Looking for 6. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. 2nd down coming up now.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Now the try for the point after to make it a 3-point game. And the kick is good. A 3-point game now in the 4th quarter. It's all up to the defense. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. To throw, it's Aller. Grab behind the line, it's Campbell. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Deflected to the defense, forcing the incompletion, brings up 4th down. And the Nittany Lions will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab! They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. The Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw on the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Grab down the middle. It's Allen. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Pressure is coming. Makes the catch. It's Ross. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
And he'll drop back here on third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. This could be the game here. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And smart choice. He'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job of the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. The offense takes timeout with 26 seconds remaining.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Can he get there on the ground? They convert. First and goal now, coming up at the 5.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Scanning the field. It's Aller. Pass caught. Can he get in? The defense makes the stop at the 3. Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like a really even matchup. Two quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good against good. Find out who ends up having the upper hand at the end of the day. This is a great victory for this ball club. Let's see what they do after this win.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.